This story was sent in by a woman named Emily. It happened in 2017, just outside of Adelaide, South Australia, and to this day, she refuses to talk about it unless asked directly, because deep down, she knows the man was never found. Emily was 34 when she moved into a modest rental house with her 2 kids, Daniel, age 6, and Lily, age 9. The house was old but charming in a strange way. Weatherboard siding, creaky timber floors, and a sprawling backyard with a massive fig tree that looked like it hadn't been trimmed in years. She had just finalized her divorce and was looking for a fresh start, somewhere quiet, safe, ordinary. At first, the house seemed perfect. The neighbors were friendly but kept to themselves. The rent was low, which Emily chalked up to the home's age and some minor maintenance issues, flickering lights, loose tiles in the bathroom, and the occasional ant trail near the back door. But within the first week, she began to notice things that didn't make sense. The cat, normally calm and curious, started avoiding the laundry room completely. Every time the door was open, it would arch its back, hiss, and run. Emily assumed maybe there was a rodent problem, but pest control came, checked, and found no evidence of rats, mice, or possums. Then came the footsteps around 2:30 a.m. Almost every night, she heard something moving above her ceiling. Not scratching like an animal, but shifting weight, crawling. She mentioned it to the landlord, who quickly dismissed it. "Old homes settle," he said. "You're just not used to the sounds yet." Emily tried to convince herself he was right, until one morning, while making breakfast, she looked up and noticed that the attic hatch in the hallway ceiling was open just a crack. The wooden frame had light scratch marks around the edge, like it had been forced open. She climbed a stool to close it, and that's when she noticed them. Tiny grooves, fingernail marks. The kind you don't get from animals. Still, she didn't panic. She told herself maybe the wind knocked it loose. Maybe kids playing in the house before had damaged it. She even laughed at herself, calling herself paranoid. But that night, she couldn't sleep, and just past 3 a.m., she heard something new. Whispering. It was faint at first, almost like the wind carrying voices through a vent. But as she turned off every appliance in the house, the TV, the fans, even unplugged the fridge, the whispering only became clearer. A deep male voice, whispering something slow, repeating it, and then she heard her name.
"Emily, I see you."
Her blood ran cold. She grabbed a kitchen knife and locked herself in the bedroom with the kids, heart racing, barely breathing. At sunrise, she called the police. When they arrived, they checked the house thoroughly, and what they found in the attic made one of the officers physically step back. There was a thin, soiled mattress, food wrappers, a bottle filled with urine, a blanket, a plastic torch, and worse, a small box containing photographs, photos of Emily, sleeping, photos of her kids, some taken from inside the house. The most recent one was from the night before. He had been living above her for weeks, quietly, patiently, slipping. in and out of the attic while they slept. But he was gone. They never caught him. Not a trace, not a fingerprint. Only one piece of disturbing evidence was left behind. A notebook filled with pages and pages of drawings, mostly of eyes, watching, always watching. On one page, scrawled in uneven block letters, were the words, "I like the way she smells when she's scared." Emily moved out that very day. She didn't even take her furniture. The house was re-rented 2 months later. The new tenants were never told. In Australia, rental laws don't always require landlords to disclose everything. So the next time you hear footsteps above your ceiling at 3 a.m., it might not be possums. It might be someone waiting for you to fall asleep.